Guys, what's going on? Today we are headed across the field. We got a couple little spots along the back side of the fence to tighten and patch before we bring the cows over here. I'd like to just hook the truck up to the trailer, but I think it's going to be too wet. We're on the four-wheeler right now. We're going to drive across and see if we can't happen to sneak the truck across. Y'all watch it. We didn't have to come very far to realize it is still too wet. You can see the mud behind me. I could probably make it through with the truck, but pulling the trailer, it'd probably just be too heavy and let it sit. That trailer's got rhino liner on it and all sorts of stuff, so it's a little heavier than most. I guess we're just gonna drag the panels behind us and get this knocked out. All right, well, we made it back here to the back end of the property. Here's kind of a view of the setup. I got all the panels stacked up right here, just hooked to an old ratchet strap. Got the barbed wire, fence stretcher, some nippers, T-post clips, and fence staples. Probably not the best way or the most common way to have gotten all this back here, but hey, it works, and that's what I'm about, is doing what works the fastest and the cheapest. This old ditch right here along this fence line is a travel corridor for the deer. Look at these tracks. They're just all up and down through this place. Y'all, as you can see behind me, we have the trailer hooked up. things got a bit western this morning. We had some cows in the pens and we're working them, and we thought they were just kind of snorty, bluffing. We caught them on it. They in fact were not bluffing. They were after us. So you haven't never seen a fat guy move as fast as I moved this morning. But with the trailer, as you can imagine, we're headed to town with them. They are gone to the train station, and it's unfortunate because one's a red Angus cross. She's got a heck of a bull calf on her, and he's nowhere near ready to wean off, but I'm afraid that's what's fixing to happen. She'll go to the McDonald's plant and he'll be a bottle calf for somebody. The black cow, she is a solid Angus, but she is a 5-year-old, third trimester, so she should be dropping a calf pretty soon. But the way they've been acting, I don't know if she'll ever have the chance. You know, saying that is kind of sad, especially if you're not real familiar with the cattle industry or part of it. But it's the reality. Cattle like that, when they're not bluffing, it's dangerous. It's dangerous for everybody involved. And nobody really wants that. Especially, I mean, if you had just hundreds of acres and a real good set of pens, you had some cowboys, some hired hands to help you, you know, some real good horses or something, you could probably deal with a few cows like that if you had to. But when you're small, you don't have a whole lot of land, you don't really have pens at all yet, you know, it's not a good combination. So it's better to just take them to town, do what's really best for everybody, and you know, get rid of them. But that is, it's sad, but it is the reality of it. And it's never fun having to cull cows, but keeping cows that are dangerous around, you're just asking for trouble, asking to get hurt. So it's better to go ahead and cull them just as soon as you can. It does make it easier when you get back to see a newborn calf being born and taking her first steps. Good job, baby.
Maybe now they know what to do.
Yeah, it is.
Humans have no instinct to know that they behave.
I hope the wind's not messing the sound up too much, but I wanted to show y'all one of the last things I needed to do was figure out a way to ear tag and give the cows their shots, because it's going to change now that I'm on a new place. Look what I made. This is the Engineering 1000 class. I just found 2 old cattle panels I had left over at the barn and a really old head gate chute. It's actually a Prefert, I hope I said that right, Prefert brand head gate. You know, they're made in Mount Pleasant, Texas. I have no idea what year model it is. It's just been in the barn forever. It does still work though. Check it out. You know, I could have gone out and spent $2,500 on up to $20,000 on a squeeze chute if I wanted to, but just starting out, I don't need anything that fancy. I think this is gonna do just well and do exactly what I needed to do and save me a bunch of money right out of the starting line. So, you know, make and do with what you got.